first thing that you need to do is get your map out that's in the back of your packet. We are going to mark the Silk Road. So choose a color that you have not used on your map. And right here, I'm going to change colors here just for a second. Right here, where the Great Wall starts, and I have this green line, you are going to trace that along the Great Wall of China. Then you're going to extend it on over to the west and keep going. Label it the Silk Road, and then make sure that you mark in your map key that you now have the Silk Road on your map. Okay, go ahead and mark the Silk Road on your map right now. When you're finished with your map, then you're going to move to a blank page, label it 6.38, and write your standard that is circled in green. Alright, so we have our standard written, which is 6.38 on the top of our paper. Okay, draw a line under your standard. I know you have it written there, I don't. And the first thing that we're going to write down is what diffusion is. Okay, diffusion. This slide tells us diffusion is the spreading of something more widely. So I have a question for you. When you go to a restaurant and you ask someone to borrow the salt, do you salt your food in one spot?
No.
Where do you salt it, Gary? Everywhere. He goes crazy on the plate. Tastes like nothing but salt.
I sure did.
Well, there you go. All right, so the diffusion just means to spread out. That was easy. That was easy. That's exactly right. We need a Staples button. That was easy. All right. Now, when we're talking about diffusion of a religion, such as Buddhism. Now we're going to use our word that we just learned. Buddhism diffused. What does that mean?
Spread out.
Yes, it's spread out. Diffused or spread out. Okay? Or spread out. Okay, help me out here. How many of you watched your video last night? Okay, so you should be able to answer this. It diffused from where? India. From India to where? China.
Do you need to know how?
We're getting there. By, now I'm looking for people. By who?
By Buddhist merchants.
Well, merchants is one, but if they're going for the, there you go. What?
Settlers?
Okay, if they're going for the purpose of spreading religion, they are missionaries. By missionaries, Buddhist missionaries, and also merchants. Okay, so Buddhism diffused or spread out from India to China by missionaries and merchants who were traveling what?
The Silk Road.
The Silk Road. Alright, so we talked about diffusion now, and we talked about how Buddhism made its way into China. The Silk Road was not just one road, it split out and made a network of roads so that it could reach more places. Tangible items are things that you can what?
Trade.
Feel, and non-tangible items are things that you cannot touch, okay? Ideas, culture, religion are non-tangible. Tangible, silk, fruit, vegetables, livestock. Alright, Buddhism, a path of practice and spiritual development leading to insight into the true nature of reality. Who do we know was the Buddha?
He was the prince.
He was a prince. There you go, Siddhartha Gautama. Okay? Yeah, I know. We all about passed out. Alright, so yes, and do you remember what caste system he was on in India? He was a prince, so what was that caste system?
Kshatriyas.
Not Vaishyas. Kshatriyas. The Kshatriyas. Alright, let's move to the next slide. Okay, We're going to go over this really quickly and talk about one of the reasons that Chinese people accepted Buddhism. So, I guess welcoming, why they wanted to accept it. There was a reason why. Buddhism came from India to China. There were a few followers at first, but then a lot of people started following it because there was a period of unrest that was going on in China at that time. Now, we talked about another period of unrest, the Warring States period. Okay, the Han Dynasty was about to fall. Why did it fall? It fell because of weak, corrupt, dishonest, and greedy emperors and aristocrats. Okay, the leaders that were in the Han Dynasty, they became self-centered. Might be the best way to say that. You know what self-centered means?
Yeah.
When you only think about what?
Yourself.
And you only want things for yourself.
So
And you don't care about other people. Well, if you're running a government or you're running territory or land or an empire, can you not care about your people?
No.
You can, but what's going to happen?
You're going to fall.
You're going to be overthrown and your dynasty's going to fall. So, they started taking land away from the farmers. What does it say the farmers did?
Rebel.
They rebelled. They revolted. Why do you think they would rebel?
Because that's their food.
Yeah, because you're taking away their livelihood, right? Their
Yes.
source of their food, the source of their living, their being. All right, and then civil war is breaking out because all these other people are saying, well, I'm going to take control. No, I'm going to take control. Well, I should be a leader. No, you're not a leader. I'm going to be a leader. So it led to civil war, which frightened the Chinese people, so they turned to Buddhist ideas. Now, what did the Buddhist ideas offer them? Peace. And even if you are in the middle of chaos, you can find inner peace. How many of you have been somewhere before and it was absolutely driving you crazy? Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
It was driving you crazy. I'm sorry, Jake. You can go to Chuck E. Cheese if you want to. I will save the house. All right, and you get someplace, wherever it is, and you're there and you think, oh, if I could just have 30 seconds to myself. I'm going to go crazy if I don't get just 10 seconds of peace. How many have been there?
My house.
Yeah. Okay, I have caught myself before reading papers and things, proofing papers for people at home, and my husband will have the TV on, and I can't read something if there's noise going on around me. Is anybody else that way?
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
I just can't do it.
Are you talking about that one video where you had to pause because your dog kept
Well, that would be one. I can't concentrate when Olive is barking either. All right, so I will catch myself doing this. I'll stick my fingers in my ears. Do this with me. You don't have to stick your fingers in your ears. You can just close that little flap on your ear. Okay? And if you talk, you can only hear yourself if you're really drowning out noise. So just talk to yourself. Say something that you've learned.
I'll say something.
Remember, you're being recorded. Oh, so I can go back and see what you said. All right. So when you do this, it blocks out other things around you, right? Okay. Now, if you do that and you close your eyes and you whisper to yourself, try that. Close your eyes and whisper. Did you block out everybody else?
Yes.
You did, and I raised my voice a little bit there so that you could hear me because sometimes it really does block out a lot. Can that give you a little bit of an escape when you're someplace?
Yeah.
People may think you're nuts going, but you know what? Who cares? You're going to go crazy if you don't do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Buddhism brought them peace, inner peace. It got them away from the craziness going on in China at that time. Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is on your next page that is completely free of writing, either the back or the next page, turn it hot dog or landscape, whichever one you want to say. Okay, and let's say that this is the holes in your paper at the top. Okay, and this is the ribbon you have tied through. That's the way I have it turned, just so you know. All right, and then on your paper, you can see that little red line.
Like the one at the bottom or the one at the top that you didn't see through the paper?
The one near the holes of your paper. Okay, can you see it through there? Okay, on that line, I want you to write religions, and or philosophies of China. And I'm going to pause the video right here for a minute because Miss Williams and I are going to teach this, okay? So you're going to draw 3 lines so that you have 4 sections. Inside those sections, you're going to draw 4 small lines. And at the bottom, the very bottom, you're going to leave just enough room to write. You're going to draw another horizontal line all the way across your paper.
Okay, so the first one we're going to put on there is Confucianism. And out of room. The next one is Taoism. Then we just learned about Buddhism. And last, we're going to do legalism.
All right, so in class, you were given a little strip of pictures. You can see them there on the screen now. We're going to try to decide where they go. So Ms. Williams had asked you to lay them in the sections that you think that they're going with. There's one section that will have 2 pictures. All right, so let's see if you got it right. Who knows what one of those, you've seen it before, what one of them is, Garrison?
Can I go point to it? I think that one goes to Taoism.
All right, drag it down there. Just use, yeah, there you go. Okay, so Garrison says that goes with Taoism. Who agrees? Who disagrees? Bree, where do you think it goes?
I don't know.
You don't know? Jake, where do you think it goes? Anybody?
Buddhism.
All right, we're going to tell you if that's right or wrong. Miss Williams?
This is actually, look at how his hands are. He's
Confucianism.
That's
So,
what I had
glue
to-
that one
And I
down.
switched them. Why did I do that? So dumb.
All right, one of these is a common picture you have seen before. Bree, do you know what it is?
The yin yang,
The yin and the yang. Okay, do you want to drag it down there? Where do you think it goes, Bree?
Taoism,
All right, put it there.
yin and yang.
all right, and we've seen this guy before up here. He has a top knot and he has a mustache. He's pretty mean.
Oh,
Who is this?
Shiwan
Say his name.
Chen Shuang.
Yes, and so we know he goes where?
Legalism.
Legalism. Very good.
Legalism.
So paste that one down.
And Bree has Taoism correct. So the yin and the yang does go with Taoism.
I had like almost all my cards.
All right, so we like 2 pictures. Jake, you think you know one?
Had all of them right so far. Make sure I messed up the last 2.
Who agrees with Jake? Miss Williams, you want to tell him?
Good. Jake's actually right. Remember, Buddhism, they deal with meditation. And so that's when they close their eyes and they put their hands down.
He's also
Oh,
really
It's
yeah.
bad.
finding inner peace. Yes, that's the real Buddha. Remember, the real Buddha isn't fat. And this is not a fat statue. The one that you see smiling who has the big belly that you rub for good luck, that's not Buddha. That's just a good luck charm in China.
This little symbol right here on this project that a student made, this really is not the Buddha. Okay? The one that you always see that's smiling, chuckling, and has the big belly. Supposedly you rub his belly and it brings you good luck. Yeah, that's not Buddha. Okay? That's just a little good luck symbol, emblem thing. It is a dude. All right, 1 picture left. You go somewhere.
All right, so the man riding a water buffalo. We only talked about this once in class, I think. Any idea where that one goes? Think you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. All of them right so far.
Come on, Jake. Yes.
He is right. So go ahead and put the guy riding a water buffalo under Taoism.
Hey, do you remember his name?
No.
No. It was the name that we said it kind of sounded like loser or lazy.
Lazar.
Lazar. Okay? Lousa.
Wowza.
Okay? Lousa. It goes under Taoism.
That should be 2 for 2.
All right, so once you have all your little pictures glued, you're gonna make, with a partner or by yourself, 3 facts for each section. And then, once you've created your 3 facts by yourself or with a partner, at the very bottom, you're gonna decide for yourself if it's a religion or a philosophy. We went off of what the book said. And then right away when we watched the video on Taoism, it said that it was a religion. So we want you to make up your mind for yourself. You're not right, you're not wrong, because remember we said it could be either one. So whichever one you pick, you're going to write it down here, either religion or philosophy. If you do not finish this and choose not to work in class, it will be homework tomorrow. You just get to pick one for yourself, whichever one you pick.
All right, so that's the assignment that is due tomorrow in class. I'm taking a grade on it, so make sure you get that done. All right, see you, bye.